Hello, I want to go over with you how to build a persuasive essay. So first let's look at the parts of the persuasive essay. Now for most essays there are three main parts. There's the introductory paragraph, there are three body paragraphs, and the concluding paragraph. However, with the persuasive essay we have an extra part that deals with the counter arguments. So first, let's take a look at the introductory paragraph. That consists of the hook and the thesis statement. With the hook, you want something that will grab the reader's attention. You want to give them a reason to continue reading the essay. The thesis statement is one of the more challenging parts of an essay for most students. And we will go through how to create a thesis statement. There are a few steps to creating a thesis statement. Step one is you come up with an opinion statement. In order to come up with an opinion statement, you choose a topic and then you decide what your opinion is about the topic. For example, if the topic that you chose is should nurses be involved in physician-assisted suicide, then you need to decide what your opinion is. Let's say you decide that your opinion is that nurses should not be involved in physician-assisted suicide. Well, you have just created an opinion statement. That is your opinion statement. Nurses should not be involved in physician-assisted suicide. So step two is, what are the top three reasons that your opinion is right? Let's say you have the first reason that ending lives goes against ethical principles. The second reason is that it can have a negative psychological impact on the nurse. And the third position is that providing full-time care for a patient builds bonds of trust with the patient and their family, and ending their life breaks that bond. Then we take step number three, which is to combine the opinion statement and the three reasons. So your opinion statement that you came up with was nurses should not be involved in physician-assisted suicide. And here are the three reasons. So what we do is we combine them. So you have nurses should not be involved in physician-assisted suicide because, and you list the three reasons. It goes against ethical principles, negative psychological impact, and it breaks the bonds. Now, I want to point out something. You see how this third one, the third one, when you wrote down the reasons, was actually quite long, but when we put it into the thesis statement, we make it a lot shorter. Instead of saying the entire thing, we just say simply, it breaks the bonds of trust with the patient and their family. And so here you have just created a thesis statement by first coming up with an opinion statement, then the three main reasons why your opinion is correct, and then combining those together, you now have a thesis statement. Okay, let's take a look at the next part of a persuasive essay. So the counter-argument paragraph is where you need to acknowledge that some people say, ... in this case it would be some people say that nurses should be involved in patient suicide or physician-assisted suicide because, and give the reason, and then you follow that up with however, and you say why that opinion is wrong. So here is where you acknowledge the other opinion, the opposing viewpoint, and you explain why that opinion is wrong. Now, the next part of the essay is body paragraphs part. Each body paragraph needs to have a topic sentence. Now, the topic sentence is always the first sentence in the paragraph. It tells what the paragraph is about. It's got to be right on topic, and then following that, you will have detailed sentences or more sentences that kind of back up the topic sentence and say why that sentence is correct. So how to create a topic sentence? It's actually super easy. You've already done it. You didn't even realize it. What we do is we return to the three reasons that we came up with, the three primary reasons, and those are our topic sentences. In paragraph 1, body paragraph 1, you would use number 1 reason. That's your topic sentence. And paragraph 2, number 2 reason is your topic sentence. And same with paragraph 3. Now let's take a look at the concluding paragraph. The concluding paragraph kind of wraps everything up. You want to reiterate the thesis statement. In other words, you say what your opinion is and you give the 3 main reasons, but of course you do it in different words. You don't just repeat word for word what you've already said. You kind of go through and highlight, just remind the reader what they've read, highlight the main points. And sometimes it is really fun to circle back. So you go back to the hook and kind of pull that in to the concluding paragraph. So what you started out with, if you start out with a quote, you can just kind of somehow remind the reader about that quote. Or if you start out with an awesome statistic or experiment or discovery, whatever the hook is, to bring it back into the concluding paragraph. And it just kind of wraps everything up in a nice, neat bow and brings it full circle. So you can totally do this. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your instructor. Bye-bye.